Hey America, it's 3018. The Evil Manifest Party has the whole country by the throat. But the DC-3 have had enough. Now trapped in a re-education camp. Out of reach. In the lion's den. They continue to fight where we can't follow.
Coming to you live from the beautiful cabin of a re-education camp under the shadow of night and mysterious stuff. This is Unfollow the Revolution. I am, as always, your ever faithful host, Jack, accompanied as always by my cohorts in cabins.
Prisoner designation UX813121.
Prisoner designation tag YOLO Johnson.
Welcome back, guys. We managed to get one recording out so far, so I think we're doing
You
pretty
assume you got it. You threw a tape over a fence.
Hey, do you know that faith the size of a mustard seed can move mountains, Tag? Because I do.
That doesn't even make enough sense for me to argue with it.
Exactly. Oh man, I'm so excited because guys, I don't want to get too far into it, but in a little bit I did manage to secure a guest, and I don't want to say who it is right now. It is someone from our past who might have some surprising information to relay.
Is this another BuzzFeed article?
Yeah,
No.
I could, your cadence, Jack, is really starting to sound like a Manafeed head site.
Well, I'm working on it. No, that'll come later. In fact, I can't even take it anymore. UX, I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to soon open them up to our guest. Guest, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Is that my UX?
Ransom!
Yes. It's me, Ransom. Ransom Puppetmaster.
What are you doing here?
I came here for you, UX.
I'm getting out?
No, you fucking idiot.
Ooh.
You've been my driver this whole time. And where have you been?
Ooh, she has a point, UX. You have not been a very good employee.
I've been
Yeah.
waiting outside of primary school all this time.
Oh no.
You've been standing outside of a school for the past, 3 months?
Yes.
Oh, UX.
I've been waiting and waiting. But my driver never came. And so I called my mummy and I called my daddy, and they told me that you were here. So now I have some big news for you, Buster.
You're getting me out of here.
Fuck no, you're fired. And to top it off, my mummy and my daddy bought this re-education camp.
Whoa.
Oh,
So you three need to keep yourselves in line, or I'll have you become the dust of a puppet master.
I'm
Groundbreaking
yeah.
information.
That's a news story. Yeah.
It is. That was not exactly. Okay. First of some breaking news.
Breaking news, these three losers are in a camp that I own.
I mean, that about is the long and short of it on that one.
And I say it's about time. I've long been a huge fan of moving the re-education of people outside of the government's job, and I think that belongs in the private sector. I think the private sector can really serve that need very well. So hats off to the Puppetmaster family for coming to America's aid in a desperate time.
Tag, I don't need any of your bullshit ass kissing.
No, nobody likes a brown noser. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Jack, shut up.
Yes, Ransom.
So, Ransom, since you own the place, I have a couple of questions.
Drop and give me 20 push-ups.
Ooh.
Only 20?
Do it!
Okay, Ransom.
I mean, he can probably ask these questions while he's doing the push-ups.
Yeah, good
Ask
point. Good point.
away.
Fantastic shape.
Well, there's a lot of things that I think that the re-education camp could use, and I thought maybe I could put some formal requests forward. Maybe I should start with an apology. To be fair, Ransom, I thought that Maybe.
Straighten your back.
Okay. What? I thought that maybe you were in the van. And who can blame me? You're very small.
I'm merely inches tall, but that doesn't mean you can forget me like you did.
A lot of things have happened, and honestly,
10 now?
it was probably Jack's fault.
Whoa. 13. I think that I believe that everyone is accountable for their own actions. Number 1.
16.
So even though UX is my baby
17.
bird, I feel
18.
that everyone should be held accountable for their own things. So I think that UX, while following me,
20.
should have also held up his duties as being your driver.
You know what? I hate you, Jack, but you're making a lot of sense.
Hey.
The-
All right.
I lost my home, Ransom. The place that
Where?
That is what you sound like.
Give me 20 more push-ups.
All right.
You're gonna get
I
swole.
think you should probably add to that number, Ransom, because this...
Add 3 weeks of solitary confinement when I'm done talking to you.
What about the show?
I don't give a fucking shit about your dumb show.
Don't worry, we'll
That's
figure
our first
something out.
on-air review, guys.
Hey, no one
Hey.
gives a shit about us. All right.
Nice.
Hey, any news is good news, right?
Well, we use that as a soundbite later.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
from a Puppetmaster.
Yeah, no. We can use that when we do ad promos.
I will have my lawyer contact you with the proper papers to use my voice.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna do the whole lawyer thing, do you want to stick around for a while? I mean, we've got a whole thing. I actually had some other news stories before, we got that exclusive scoop, which is actually good because I still can't get past the mana feed. My original news story was about there was an article about ways to satisfy your man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was like, UX is my man. So I was like, tell him he looks good in his shirt. Be open with your emotions. Be supportive to him. Instead, there was this whole thing. It involved a grapefruit, and I don't really want to get into it, but it seemed a little gross and not exactly what I was into. So we'll save that for another time. But the other part, and this is kind of more news that we want to make. So we're in competition with the other cabins.
Oh, yeah.
For seeing who's best at the re-education stuff. And Tina over in cabin 7 has been crushing it lately. So I wanted to start up a rumor. So if anyone has any ideas of a really bad thing we can say about Tina.
You're in a re-education camp and your biggest concern is gossip?
I mean, we're
Yeah,
in it to win it. We're not here to make friends.
Yeah. I feel that some of these people that are competing in this re-education camp are in it for the wrong reasons. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, we're not trying to get famous.
Yeah.
We're not trying to make friends.
That's what
like
the
I
podcast
said.
is for.
Yeah, we're just here to win re-education, prove our loyalty, and get out as fast as possible. Re-enter society rehabilitated and ready to contribute.
What about if Tina doesn't shower at shower time?
Ooh. Stinky Tina.
What about if Tina keeps dead raccoons in her bed?
Ooh, I like
Now
that.
you're getting into the spirit of
What
it.
about if Tina eats those raccoons' babies for breakfast?
I like this.
What about if she's a raccoon herself and they're all her babies?
Okay.
I'm noticing something maybe
There's a motif.
that you're missing.
Well, at the very least, breaking news, Ransom Puppetmaster, whose parents own this re-education camp, has said that Tina is a stinky raccoon woman who eats her own babies and slits their throats.
And I
And
believe
her grandbabies she has for breakfast.
You heard it here first, folks. The conspiracy goes all the way to the top for Raccoon Tina.
okay, I don't want to question our guest, but Jack.
Then don't.
Okay.
I mean, that's a good
Jack,
policy. Yeah.
This is addressed to you then. As someone who, I'm gonna be really generous here and call this show a media outlet.
This is journalism.
As someone with access and is in control of a media outlet,
Yeah.
do you think it's responsible of your part to just publish what is an obvious lie that was made up on the spot? I mean,
He
what about your
asked me
integrity?
for a lie.
Let me ask
Yeah,
you
but now
something.
you're not reporting it as a rumor. You just said it was true.
It is true, and I can make it true now because my mummy and my daddy own this whole fucking camp.
Exactly.
When you say make it true, do you mean you're going to force a woman to eat raccoons?
I will do what I have to do.
That's the Ransom that I remember.
See, I have a trusted confidential source that I won't reveal that has given this truthful information.
Okay, I'm going to stay out of it. I mean, I'm not a journalist. I don't really know how these things work.
It's a whole thing.
Plus, Tina sucks.
Tina's bitch.
Tina is rowdy. That is true. I didn't want to go that far, but I mean, Ransom's got it. I don't need to
Are
repeat
you
it.
horny for Tina?
What? No.
I think-
What are you talking about?
I think the host doth protest too much.
Your face is getting really red.
I don't-
Oh, Jack
Whoa.
likes Tina.
Whoa.
Jack and Tina sitting in a camp.
Guys.
Oh,
Because they're not in...
Shut up.
Sorry.
I feel like this rhyme's got away from everyone at this point.
I was going somewhere with damp, but I'll just...
Wait,
I got,
what?
I got stepped on, so... Camp and damp, it was the whole thing. No.
That's
smart.
that is
I
a
didn't
gross
think of
word.
it.
You don't know where I was headed with it.
For the listeners at home, I am looking
If for the listeners at home,
incredulously.
if you can send us where you think that Tag was going with it to our government mandated email at unfollowtherevolution@gmail.com.
Please don't draw pictures of where you think he was going with that.
Or
If
do.
the listeners at home could draw pictures of Tina wearing a raccoon suit, send it in to this podcast.
There you go. All right, that's how you get the listeners there. Ransom, I'm so glad to have you here. You're always a delight. So,
I wish I could say the same.
ooh, I think that was pointed at you, Tag.
It's... You know, I was going to say it's been a few...
So you've been waiting outside of a primary school for a while. Has anything else been going on in the life of the young Puppetmaster potential heir?
Well, because I was outside the school and not inside the school, my education was halted. And now I am no longer the immediate heir to the Puppetmaster throne.
Oh no!
So why don't you suck on that big one, UX?
Do you think that maybe you could put us in touch with the actual heir to the Puppetmaster?
Oh my god.
My brother? You want to talk to Hans?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I think
that would be.
Hans Puppetmaster.
I mean, you could do a thing
Oh,
together. if
because
you-
I'm not the heir anymore. You don't want me on your dumb little show.
To clarify, they don't want you on the show. I'm cool with
It's
you.
not
No,
that we don't want
We'll
you.
see
It's,
who's drowning in their own blood by the end of the week.
It's not that we don't want you, it's that we prefer your brother.
it's really that your your profile isn't as high, and we're
It
really.
wasn't. It was certainly much higher than Hans's.
It wasn't a short joke.
until you forgot me, UX.
Okay, in UX's defense, you could have just gone back inside. I mean, I figure like the next day when school started, you could have just turned around and walked
That's
back.
not
You're putting
right.
a lot of blame here.
Tag.
And I feel like that might be, this whole shifting.
Tag.
All right, guys.
It does make me feel kind of special though, because no one has ever put that much stock in me that they stood out for months waiting.
Yeah, well, look at what happened to the only person who ever has.
Look, I feel like there were some uh-ohs on a lot of sides here. There was some people that didn't pick people up. There was some people that didn't go back into a building. What I'm trying to say, because I'm a peacemaker, Ransom, is there anything we can do from inside this camp to help you usurp your brother's position? I feel like we may have contributed to some uh-ohs. Maybe we can help rectify it.
Perhaps you'd like to join the revolution.
What are you fucking talking about?
Yeah, that was a long shot. We'll be real.
well, I
That's
mean-
Too early, maybe?
Yeah, it was a little
Yeah,
early.
like, you gotta really ease people into that. You can't just...
Dumbass. I'm a member of the Puppetmaster family.
Yeah, she may not be the heir apparent. She's
But
still
I
in
will
the...
be when I kill Hans
That's
with your help.
That's the spirit,
Okay.
Ransom. I like that. But yeah, I mean,
And in return, you make me your driver again?
UX! The whole point of you helping me kill my brother is to make up for the fact that you were a shitty driver. You don't get to be my driver again. You let me down once, you let me down a million times.
I thought that was a good bargaining time. Like,
No.
I thought I had...
We're not in a
we
position
know-
of
I
bargaining.
thought that
Yeah,
we
we
had the
don't-
high ground at
We
that.
do
No.
not have the high
And
ground.
If at any point you feel like you have the high ground,
Again,
you're
not
mistaken.
a short joke. Sorry.
If you keep reminding them that it's not about a short joke, they're gonna
Yeah,
keep
it's
inferring
right
it's a
that it's
short
short
joke.
joke.
UX.
But Ransom,
I'll do
I know
40
you're at
or
that
something.
age where you're just growing, like a weed. But yeah, the last 3 months, it seems like you've grown at least a few half inches.
Well, thank you for noticing, Tag,
Yeah.
because I have.
Good.
And it's because I have to work for my food now, and
What?
so I only eat vegetables.
Oh no.
When I was the heir to a Puppetmaster throne, I didn't have to do so much. But now I have to go out and make business plans like buying this camp.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't know you had to work.
Yeah, that's
Hard.
terrible.
Work!
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a business advisor for my daddy's charity foundation.
oh no, UX! Look what you've done to this child.
This child has to organize golf tournaments now, and bouquets.
It's
banquets?
hard.
But don't you have lots of enriching experiences along the way?
No!
This is no way to treat America's richest child, or one of.
Stop with the ass kissing.
Yeah. Dag.
But
The nose is
continue
brown.
on how not to treat me.
I feel like the way you can tell the greatness of a country is how well it treats its highest members.
Okay.
You know,
Would you say that is the country, Ransom, is America letting you down right now?
Well, when you put it like that, yes, America has let me down.
And if the country can't look out for rapscallions like Ransom Puppetmaster, I'm just saying.
yeah,
I'm just asking hard questions here,
I just
people.
mean that's always been the American dream. is that-
So it was the country that let her down and not me?
It was also you! 20 more
I
push-ups.
I can't keep up.
it was really you first.
These push-ups are really getting to you. You were real cocky at first.
Yeah.
It's nothing. I'll do an extra 20 just to show you.
How many people do you say this show is reaching?
I mean,
We have no way of knowing, but I'm gonna guess 0.
I'm gonna guess a higher number.
Well,
Four.
I'm going to go with you on that, Jack.
All right.
And you know what I'm going to say is I'm going to put a message out there for anybody listening.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Arm yourselves.
Whoa.
Start stabbing people. Shoot a gun into the air. Crossbows too. I want chaos in the streets until Ransom Puppetmaster becomes the rightful heir once again to the Puppetmaster Empire.
Now that is a bold statement. I like that. Anarchy in the streets, ROCK in the USA. I'm happy.
I like the way Ransom just flipped the script. Your whole life, Ransom, you've been the one who gets kidnapped. You've been the one who is the bargaining chip, and Ransom is now holding the country hostage.
Ransom, some people might say that, you're too blunt, you're politically incorrect and all that, but gosh darn it if you don't tell it like it is.
That's right. That's why Ransom is here to stay. America, get ready for more violent times ahead.
All right, I guess that's a future breaking news we'll have for you. Ransom, we've got everyone's blood is up here.
Do you want to fight now?
I don't. I was actually thinking,
You missed a really good movie last week.
yeah. We
really
watched a
excited.
movie that was all about
It was
fighting.
about fighting.
Yeah, we're still watching movies. It's Tag was really bad at his job. We've always kind of known that, but now we actually have proof that he was bad at it.
So basically, when I was an art sanitation expert working for the government, and I flagged movies that were controversial and subversive. Well, once I was put in the re-education camp, they're going back through all the movies I flagged and telling me I flagged ones I shouldn't have, and now I have to watch those again and explain why they shouldn't have been flagged in the first place. By the way, the essay I wrote on Fight Club last week was great. Thanks, guys. They loved it.
Yeah, no
Loved it.
problem, no
Ate it
problem.
Right up.
So we're not watching the Fight Club movie, though?
No. But there's fighting in this.
Well, what is it?
It's called The Godfather. And it seemed pretty awful to me.
Okay.
For reasons that maybe will become apparent. But you know what? I don't want to taint your view of it before we watch it. So let's just put it on, and we can talk afterwards.
All right. Hey, Ransom, another peace offering. I end up doing a lot of work in the mess hall, making some stuff. I've been smuggling just meat. I keep it underneath it. You want some meat?
Is there any caged jerky?
I think I might have something for you.
Oh, goody.
Wink, wink. All right.
Can I just do push-ups instead?
Can't let that happen, buddy.
Be a good guest. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the push-ups and give us the meat off your
It
arms.
won't take much to fill her anyway, I suppose.
All right. Well, dinner and a movie.
You're listening to Disneytainment, D-tainment, in partnership with The Manifest. Can you believe that your favorite Disney star, Sarah Humphries, is in the final two to be the next Marvel superhero? Vote today or she could be eliminated.
Hi, welcome to the Tower of Terror. Well, welcome. We've added a brand new floor, but let me get there. First, I've got to talk to you about the history of the Tower of Terror. It began in year 1. Yes, that's right. We have 3,018 floors now, one for each year. The Tower of Terror began at the death of Christ.
God created man. Man created mouse. Mouse created terror.
The mouse tells it true, and you wouldn't want to upset him, would you? You'll find him in each and every room on the way to the top. Now, about that 3,018th floor, no one's ever returned for reasons. Anyway, enjoy the ride.
All right, that was The Godfather. Once considered an American classic until I flagged it as contraband, apparently incorrectly. Having just seen it again, I see all of the problems I saw the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, before I talk, what do you guys think?
I liked the violence.
Yes, it was
Violence was a good factor there.
family and violence was a big part of the movie, Ransom. I thought you'd enjoy that.
Yeah, especially like the horse's head thing. That just seems like it's exactly up your alley.
Yeah,
Like,
Sounds like something Tina would do.
Oh,
Got her.
raccoon Tina.
Sleep with a decapitated horse's head. And maybe she crawls inside it at
you don't
night.
need to, nope, it doesn't have this.
Maybe her raccoon
Yep,
friends
still going.
came to the bed too,
Nope,
and they
you don't need to
ate
do
on
this.
it a little, and she
I don't
ate
think
on
this
it
is a
too.
good-
It's entirely possible. Yep.
Okay.
We're just asking questions here. We're not saying anything. We're just asking questions. I liked parts of it. It was kind of interesting, I guess, that they seem to all be like. Is it just me, or do they all seem to be criminals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
like it was like hinted at the
okay,
scene.
good. No, you
so
picked that
was
up. You picked that
interesting.
up. Yeah, they're definitely
What?
criminals.
What?
The whole
No, they're just a big family. That
a big family that committed crimes.
I don't.
But that wasn't the.
I'm with you on this,
Yeah.
UX.
I don't remember seeing anything illegal in that movie.
Nothing that should have been illegal either.
All right.
Okay. Well, alleged crimes of the family aside, it was a movie about a dangerous family of immigrants who come into our country from somewhere else and subvert the culture. And, I mean, I think that Manifest is pretty clear about that, right? Like, we should crack down on immigrants who enter the country. That's why we have the wall.
Yeah.
But this family, for one, doesn't subvert the culture. They improve it. I would argue.
I don't think that's. I mean, and maybe that's it. Maybe it is something like what they do. But
if America isn't about violence, I don't know what America is.
Yeah.
Huzzah!
Yeah, I mean, UX has a point. I remember the first guy on the wedding day is like, I love America and all that stuff, so I want you to kill these guys for me. Right?
It's a celebration of America.
Yeah.
To kill.
Killing.
Yeah.
And killing, yeah. Okay.
Let's kill. Grab your knives and start stabbing into the wind.
Just another reminder for the folks at home. Uprise.
it's. I brought up the American Tail, like, and I said, was that wrong? Then,
right?
If this one was flagged wrong, he said, no, that definitely American Tail was good. And I was like, okay. And I thought about, like, what's the difference? And I said, oh, I get it.
Okay,
so the Godfather, Italian immigrants, American Tail was about rats. And I was like, oh, is that the difference? Like, some kinds of immigrants are better. Then they just took the car battery that was attached to my genitals and turned it all the way up. And they were like, how dare you accuse us?
Okay.
And said some of their best friends were rats. And they said that I was making the conversation uncivil by bringing this sort of thing up.
Tag is a little bit racist towards rats, though.
No,
I believe it. I can see it in him.
Yeah.
I am not...
I watched you treat a rat American like dirt, Tag.
He never returned my calls. I tried to reach out for him when we were on the road trip as
He
another
doesn't
guest.
have a phone. He's a rat on a rat.
Whoa!
Unnecessary.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I'm glad they're doing that car battery sensitivity training for you, at least.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll take this time. Here's the thing. Like, so Michael, he's in America, everything's great. But then he has to go away to somewhere that's presented as not America.
Right.
But it's still also kind of really nice. Like, he gets married over there. Like,
that's another
interesting.
thing. Like, it was an idyllic depiction of a country that isn't America, which is another no-no.
Yeah, so that's a little...
But apparently, it's this fictional land of Italy. It's okay.
I mean, I've eaten Italian food.
Right.
I just love those noodles.
I assume they just, like, made up, oh, what if this came from a certain place?
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah. I mean, we've all been to Sparrows.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I'd always shout for that hot noodle truck to stop by and give me some of those hot noodles, but...
Man.
I don't know.
When I was good on my birthday, we'd go to Olive Garden.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, it was so fantastic.
Oh, it's the best Italian restaurant in the country.
When you're there, your family.
Exactly.
Well, except, actually, my family made me sit at another table because they didn't want me to...
Well...
anyone to know.
Well,
that
maybe
I was...
you're the bad one in the family.
That's what Grandma said.
Are you the Frito? You're like the Frito.
No, I'm very smart.
Oh, you're like the Frito, messing up all the time and making those goofs and letting your dad get
I am the
shot.
first member of the Thompson family to be put into a re-education camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I didn't correct them about my last name. It was actually a personal request from my
Oh,
parents.
okay.
Yeah, it's...
They still talk to you?
They had a lawyer talk to me.
Oh, okay.
Talk to
My
me.
parents had a lawyer talk to me, too.
Oh.
And he let me know that I would no longer be inheriting the empire.
Oh, no, Ransom. Only until you kill your brother.
Hey, Ransom. It's okay. Hey, think about this. Michael, he was the youngest.
Yeah.
And he wasn't supposed to take over the family, right?
But how did he
Through
get...
violence, all things are possible.
Exactly.
Yes.
One of his brothers was an idiot, and the other one was a violent hothead who was easily tricked into murdered.
So give us a bit. What's some of Han's personality?
Yeah, what really gets him fired up,
what-
Hans is kind of a fucking asshole.
Well, good.
Well, anyone that is
He's
your
into
sibling.
esports.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. That's
It's a wretched hive of scum and villainy right there.
I feel, yeah, honestly, encourage him. I think that'll pretty much take him out of the running.
Or we could break his wrists.
Yeah, like
Oh.
is he,
I like that one.
You got to go with like a
that's
violent
the
option.
that's the simple, and it's also ironic because it's what he needs the most.
You know what?
guess.
Now that I've seen this movie and the
Yeah.
message it contains, bring a smile to a child's face like this,
Yes.
I see why I was so wrong to flag it. I think that's
Yeah.
going to be my essay. It's
You
going to be
didn't-
about the message that this can bring to children.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it may
Yeah.
be just me, but like picking from what I'm kind of learning at camp and that kind of thing. What I take away from this is that Michael subverted. He did this for the good of the family,
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Because
the family.
exactly
family.
because it was the right thing to do. Because, like you said, his one brother was stupid, the other one was a violent.
Right, he didn't want
hothead.
this responsibility.
Right.
Yeah, they needed exactly, but he realized he saw the need. He said, "Well, neither of these people can be the leaders. I need to make myself that person." And
Yeah.
I see,
need to make myself that.
I see some Michael in you.
Yeah.
Ransom. You're very smart and ruthless.
Well, how about this?
All right.
I'll set it up so that Hans comes to visit you guys, and you can beat the living shit out of him.
Ooh, that would
He's
definitely
coming.
result.
He's coming so soon.
I just feel like
We
would,
made a promise.
we
Tag.
would suffer very significant reprisals if
We have to make up for
Tag,
for
Ransom
America and me.
Comes
I
to
guess.
us on the day of our second season 3 episode recording, and asks of us this task.
I can't deny her.
Who are we to refuse?
Yeah.
Oh, you three are such okay guys.
Hey!
All right.
It's
All
second
right.
review.
Yeah, we're moving up, especially from like the first time that we met
Yeah.
you. Like,
Don't push it.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
He doesn't mean that we're growing faster than you. That's,
Why? You know, UX is learning a lot of things
He is.
at this camp, which you now technically own. So how about just as a bit of a progress report on how your camp is doing? UX, what's something you learned at camp today? You know, what's been going on for you?
well, I guess some of the most exciting things that we did was we recreational sports.
Okay.
We it was like they called it Nick Ball. They tore some skin off my thigh and purposed it into a sort of I guess a diamond shaped object, and we hit each other very hard, often focusing for the at the head, like trying to cause many sort of, I guess, brain damage is what they were doing.
Ooh.
I got hit
Yeah.
a number of times,
All right.
but I'm not. I think
don't
I'm
feel
pretty.
like there's any proof that kind of thing could lead to brain damage. I feel like you're being alarmist unnecessarily.
I'm not so. They seem to think that that's a good tactic to go for the
Okay.
head.
Oh, okay.
It
But can't you
doesn't seem to work on me. I don't feel or
we're
look
very
any different.
very aware.
We will find something that hurts more, and we'll switch to that.
Oh, okay.
I'll let them know.
It was really interesting because it was a lot like a gauntlet almost. Like I was the only one that anyone ever tried to hit.
Yeah.
But I guess I shrugged it off. It was kind of fun. I was laughing. Oh, and we tested our quick nooses, the things we do right in the morning, and on a row of people or whatever. Mine didn't hold up, unfortunately. The prisoners seemed to. They were also blindfolded
Yeah,
still.
I-
I don't know why. I guess no one wants to see death coming or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sorry I missed out on all that. I did the blindfold necktie challenge.
Oh.
It was for all the people who couldn't do a freedom pull up.
Oh.
So it was like, okay, we're gonna have you do one by your your shoulders and head and neck muscles because apparently it's a little stronger. So they put basically you grabbed onto the thing. You put on a blindfold first, and they put something around basically like your shoulders and neck area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I couldn't even get up at all. I fell straight to the ground. So,
That's so weird.
That's
Yeah.
Tag. You're bringing us down. Like we
Yeah.
need. Well, I guess I am
I'm
too.
sorry,
Sound
guys.
very weak.
I am, yes. I've been malnourished. I only have one hand and one foot. I am not doing well with the physical challenge.
Yeah.
portion of the re-education camp.
I made friendship bracelets.
Oh, that's
So
lovely.
yeah, so I got this one and I got 2 here. So UX, if you want one, and Ransom, would you like a friendship bracelet?
You know what? I'll take it.
Hey, all right.
Oh.
And Tag, I'm glad you're here.
It's awfully big on my little hand, though.
Oh well, you know we
You'll
can-
grow into it. That's what you say to kids.
I feel I'm.
That's what you say.
I'm not going to get any bigger.
You can make.
You say.
You can have Tag do push-ups.
Tag, UX, do push-ups.
Well, what did I do?
You were here.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah, he was basically piggybacking off of your running gag of making those jokes, which are offensive.
I'm not making a
Well,
joke.
well.
I'm trying
do
to.
your push-ups.
One.
Thank
I'm
you for
actually
the bracelet, Jack.
2.
You're welcome, Ransom.
Trying to be very 3 sensitive. 4. Are you not doing any?
I'm trying.
You're still on 1 Tag.
He's so weak.
He is. He is. He is. It's weird. The thing is, for the longest time, he just didn't eat a lot because he was like, "Oh, I'm watching my figure, watching my figure." When he was tied to that chair, all the way back in the bunker.
I was begging for food every day.
I don't know if we have evidence of that, but now he's all in on these sausage gravy bowls. It's just a bowl full of sausage gravy.
So good. Oh, though you were right. After. Whew. Okay, I'm stopping at 1/2. I'll get the other 19.
Yeah, I don't know if you can. Okay.
So, after a week straight of sausage gravy bowls, you were right. I did get tired of them.
Yep.
Yeah. So now I'm just taking the cinnamon rolls.
Okay.
Okay. And dipping that in the gravy.
Well,
So good.
I feel like
So
there's.
good.
I feel like there's a flaw in this thing.
I know you're
Dad.
not adding any nutrients.
You're also not removing sausage gravy.
Well, yeah, but it's I'm changing the flavor profile because now they're
Eat a
sweet with the
vegetable,
savor.
you baby.
Yeah, Ransom has to do it.
I have to do it because I work for every penny I have now.
Oh, Ransom, that's another request I guess I need to ask for. We need all vegetables. Because Tag, this is gonna kill him.
I thought you were gonna ask for money.
Oh, do you have money? Can I
No,
get
you
some
can't.
money?
Don't ask for
No,
money.
that's not. That's not how firing works.
Oh, what a.
People like you asking for a handout after they get fired rather than taking responsibility for themselves, going out and pulling themselves up by their bootstraps.
Yeah, take me back to primary school and make up for all the lost courses I had. Oh, wait, you can't.
Get me at a re-education camp and I'll do it.
Again, we are not from a position of power to bargain
Yeah,
with UX. I'm sorry.
20 push-ups, please.
You didn't make him finish his.
He's a baby. He's just a glob of flobbing with a couple of limbs.
You're not wrong. Well, Ransom, it's been great having you here.
You know what? It's been not too bad this time.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, another soundbite.
Yep. We'll put them all in one big promo. It'll be good. We've had some laughs. We've had some calls to incite violence. We've had some
Please
push-ups.
do.
Absolutely, listeners at
Some
home.
push-ups.
Some push-ups.
18.
And new ownership apparently. So
yeah.
So I mean, we'll be looking forward to hearing from your lawyer about all this stuff. Before we go, is there anything else you'd want to, I guess, plug as a kid who's also a business advisor to your father?
Primarily, I would like to plug buying knives.
Knives. Get some knives. It is a buyer's market, kids. And I'm talking to kids.
Kids, adults, dogs, babies, get 'em. Get 'em all a knife.
Everybody loves a knife. They can do many things.
Kill your parents. Kill your neighbors. Kill strangers.
Or
Have a good time.
Or slice an apple or whittle a stick. It's all up to you. Well, listeners, we thank you so much for coming into our humble cabin with us. Special thanks to our guest, Ransom Puppetmaster.
Let's not forget Sam.
Yep, hi Sam.
Oh, I didn't notice.
He does
Yeah.
kind of blend into the filth. Yeah.
I think he was trying to actively camouflage himself against what he considers an interloper. It took a few days before he got used to us. I just kind of had to not make eye contact with him and just put my hand out. Bear. But anyway, for Unfollow the Revolution, I'm Jack.
I am prisoner designation UX 813121.
I am prisoner designation tag YOLO Johnson.
And I'm Ransom Puppetmaster.
And we will see you all next week.
Unfollow the Revolution was created and performed by David Gossett, Benjamin Mitchell, and David Nair. Produced by Rock Punch. Edited by Sam Goodwin and Molly Rowland. Intro music by Alan Hanks. Voiceover by Jenny Wentling. We would like to thank our special guest this episode, Jenny Wentling, as Ransom Puppetmaster. If you want to keep raging against the manifest, support the American Civil Liberties Union at aclu.org, because the best way to destroy tyranny in the future is to fight it in the present.